Sustainability is key to every travel program, but let's talk about the. Did I just hit those flowers behind me? Is that distracting? Sustainability is a top priority for many programs, but let's talk about the key components of a sustainable travel program. What do you think?
I would say the key components of a sustainable travel program includes policy design, first of all, to make sure that your policy does include those sustainability elements so that you're providing the right type of guidance for your travelers. Then there's also traveler engagement and education, where you're providing your travelers with the right type of information that they need to be able to make sustainable decisions while traveling for business. Then I would say there's also sustainability reporting, measuring your metrics against to measure your progress against your goals, to see how far you have to go. And finally, there's also prioritization of sustainability in your supplier partnerships and relationships, where you're prioritizing relationships with suppliers that place an emphasis on strong sustainability commitments.
Okay, all of those very, very important, wildly important, but let's be honest, there's cost associated with that. How can programs mitigate cost versus their goals?
More sustainable doesn't have to equate to more expensive, and there's many different things companies can do to strike a balance. First of all, there's embedding sustainability into your supplier negotiations, so you're making sure you're getting sustainable options at competitive rates. There's also, again, traveler education and traveler engagement, where you're creating a culture of sustainability so that people are proactively making those sustainable choices. There's also looking at route optimization. So where can you fly direct and taking the rail instead of a plane? And finally, I would also say something that's important is looking at prioritizing virtual technology over meeting in person whenever possible. And one more thing I'll add is actually carbon budgeting. That's something else a company can implement, to strike a balance between cost and sustainability.
Okay, last question for you. You mentioned a sustainable culture with travelers. What role do they play in a company's sustainability targets?
At the end of the day, it comes down to the decisions that travelers are making, right? And the power is in their hands. So as a company, I think it's really important to utilize traveler engagement and, again, like I mentioned before, create that culture of sustainability and provide a real connection and develop an affinity between the travel policy or the travel program and the travelers, so that they're enthusiastic and active participants in helping you and your travel program meet its goals.
Wonderfully said. Great insights. Thanks so much.